city, address, branch, education experience. Fine. Now this is the record. This is the record in backend, in database backend. It's called Django admin backend. What I want to do, I want to show these values in front end. So here you can see these values here. User one is Ramesh, India Pune Shivnagar. See here, Ramesh India Pune Shivnagar. Fine. And second record is Ganesh India Mumbai Gali CSE. See here, Ganesh India Mumbai Gali CSE. Now what I am going to explain, yesterday already I have explained, today I again explain in more detailed way, because it is little bit complex to understand. Fine. So that's why I'm again repeating this concept. Now today what I am going to show it to you, whatever data is here in this student table, I'm going to display the same data in my HTML form. Okay, just forget these above two titles. Okay, these are the demo files I have taken. So better I change the code here. So here my record is record one. So what is that file? Student templates record. Yeah. So this is my file. Okay. So I just skip this part. Okay. Okay, fine. Okay, these are the, and one more thing is here, I want to remove this field. Okay, fine. So in next 15 minutes, what I'm going to show it to you, whatever record are there in backend, I add one more record. Student name, suppose Krishna Rao, Krishna Kumar Rao. Okay, and his city suppose from Mumbai, address is suppose Panvel, branch is suppose mechanical, education suppose IIT, experience suppose 20 years. Okay, say and now Krishna Rao record is created. Okay, now you can see the same record here. Understood what I am going to show it to know? Whatever record are there in back end, I am going to show it in the front end. Clear? So what I need to do, again I repeat yesterday's steps. I show you the schema first. Already I have shared you the code on GitHub. Fine. So this is my model.py. Okay, where this is the table: user, student name, city, address, branch, education experience. Okay, see, student name, city, address, branch, education experience. Here I do not get here user, because I have excluded user here in admin.py. I have excluded user. If you see this admin.py, then here I have excluded the user. That's why I do not get user, and by default whatever is the username, that username is getting saved here. Means what? Object.user equal to request.user means the person who will do the login, his name will be stored in this user field. That's why we have excluded the user. And here if you see this, my current username is user1. Okay, and when I browse the information, you can see this user1. Clear? So by default, whenever I do the login, whatever is the username, that username is being saved here. So let us see the code here. What steps I need to do? Steps काय करायचे ते पाहून घ्या. So my project name is TYIT. Okay, and in the TYIT there is another folder open TYIT. The first step that I do is open setting.py and create base DI equal to and import OS. Okay, so write these two things, and afterwards go to the templates section and make this change. dir equal to os.path.join base dir templates. What is this templates? So you are expected to create folder of name templates. In this project folder, here I have created templates. Understood? So here I have created templates folder. This is nothing but this templates. And in the templates, I have created 3 files. Whatever file I am showing it here, hello.html. This is the first file. Here if you see this output, this is hello.html. Fine. Where is the hello.html? Hello.html is, I show it to you. This is my hello.html. Fine. So here if you see this, okay, I go one by one. So here I create these files in templates. Okay, now whatever file I create in templates, I have to open the views.py. So the second step is what you have to do, go to templates. Okay, I create one more file for understanding in more better way. So what I do, I just copy this, I create one more file, create new file, and suppose I paste this code, and here today date is September, 9 September. Okay, so I just write 9 September Django demo. Okay, I created a file, and here I save it, that file as in templates folder. Suppose I create the file of name Django, django. Save it. Now what is my file name? django.html is my file name. Now what I have to do, I have to show this 9 September Django demo, whatever contents of this HTML file, into the browser. Okay, for that go to projects. Now there are 2 apps. The app name is student, and second app name is library. Okay, we are making changes in student app. Go to student app and go in student app in views.py. Okay, in app views.py, and here define a view which will call this file. Okay, so what I do, I simply copy this this view Django. I define the view. This is any view that I can define. This simple function in Django. Here I need to pass the request object. Okay, colon, and here what was the file name? My file name was django.html. See what was the file name here? So the file name was templates. My file name was django.html. So right here django.html. What is this django.html? This is the file that is present in templates folder. Okay, understood? And what is the view name? View.django is my view name. Now after defining this view, okay, go to projects urls.py. This is the projects urls.py. Okay, and here from student.views, comma, or better I do one thing, from student.views, okay, views, import view Django. What is the meaning of this? The meaning of this is, in my student app, in that app in views.py file, there is a view of name view Django. Clear? Somebody louder? Okay. And here write one more path, URL, and for writing this URL, you add this file from this statement, from django.conf.urls, import URL. Write this statement first, and afterwards I just copy above statement, and here I write Django. Okay, I can give any name, don't worry. View, and here what was my view name? My view name was view Django. That's it. Now what will happen when I call this Django? It will go to view.django views, and this view is present in which file? Student.views. And now in student.views, the student folder, in that views, it will jump here, and whatever is written now view.django, it will call which file? Django.html. Now it will go to django.html, so it will jump to templates. Where is templates? Then django.html, and here I get this 9 September Django demo. That's it. Okay, so let us run this file. Now we can see here what happened. Record one empty page didn't match. Some setting is left. What happened? This is django.html. This model, I remove this model. Admin.py, remove this. Django.html templates. Hello 20, I remove this. From student.views, view Django. Control yes. What is it? Is updated. View Django. Cannot import view Django from students. What views? Why cannot it import? Okay, let it be. It happens many times that in online some mistakes happens, but this is the flow. This is the flow in which we define the views. Here you can see view hello is there. Okay, so when you see view hello function, if you see this views.py, there are function of name view hello. Fine. Then here view hello 20, view record. That's it. So here I have defined view hello function. It will call hello.html. So when I open hello.html, okay, I make the changes here. Today's lecture is okay. Okay, fine. Now I have made the changes in hello.html file, and hello.html is in hello1. Okay, so I call this path now hello1. What happens? Server is okay. Just I comment that section because I don't know what happened. Some mistakes which may not be corrected at this moment. Okay. Now here if I run this hello one. Now see here, today's lecture is okay. I have made the changes here just now that you can see the changes. Understood this simple concept? Now my next concern is I want to display the records from the tables. How to do it? मला काय करायचं आता? मला माझ्या टेबल मधले रेकॉर्ड इथे दाखवायचे आहेत. तर कसं करायचं पहा. हा कोणता आहे? दिस इज द राउटिंग ऑफ record 1. Fine. So let us go to our code record 1. So go to our url.py. So this record 1 calls which view? View record. Okay, so let us go to view record. In our student.views we have to see view record. So I just close this hello.html, django.html. Okay, this is the file. So in this file will call view.record, and your url.py call view record, and view record will call, where is the view.py? View.py. Okay. So this view record will call which file? This file will call student record. This file record.html. Again I repeat. See what happened. I am calling this record1 URL. Okay, go to url.py. This record1 is calling view record. views. So views record will define which file? Student views. Student views. So open student app and open view.html. Okay. So this is student and go to views. And what you are opening? View record. Now this is your view record. Fine. So this view record will call which file? Which code? It will call record.html code. Okay. But if you see this in record.html, I am getting the record from students also. So the query is student.object.all. For that, I have to import this model of name students also. Write this syntax. From app.models import respective model name. So here I have imported student. Fine. And afterwards you come below. So student.object.all. So I get all the record in student record variable. Now you know dictionary. I have taught you the dictionary concept. So here first is request object, comma, the HTML file to be called record.html. Third is I am assigning the student record, all the record to the variable of name student. Stud. What is the variable name now? STUD. Stud. Okay. So I am calling this record.html and I am passing one function, one parameter of name stud. And stud contains all the record in this model. Clear? Okay, now we will jump to record.html file. So record.html, where is that record.html? In templates. Okay, so this simple HTML code, already you know HTML tag. Okay, I'm not explaining anything. I will CSS. Now here, what are the column names? You know, table tag. Okay, table header, table record. So what are the first table? User names, student name, city, address, branch. Okay. So, and second is for entry in stud. What is this stud? Can you tell me what is this stud? This stud is this object. Stud. Understood or not? Suppose I am making the stud2, stud1, 2. Now what will happen? I have to make the changes here also. Stud1, 2. That's it. Your code will work. Okay, then what will happen? This is the Django templates library. I will tell you in brief the syntax here. Okay, so whatever are the variables, we are printing the variables in these brackets. Opening double square bracket, opening curly bracket 2 times, closing curly brackets. We are printing the value here with this syntax. Okay, and suppose we have some condition like for loop, if else, then I use this statement. This syntax. If I use for loop, if loop, condition, then I use this statement. Okay, and if I have the variable to be printed, then I have to use this statement. I will explain in brief. Okay, so what happened now? You know for loop in Django. So for entry in stud1, 2, now we call object one by one in variable of name entry. Okay, here entry.user. So the first column is usernames, second column is student names, third is city, fourth is address, fifth is branch. Now if you see the schema here, what is the schema of my student? See the schema of student is this. User, student name, city, address, branch, education, experience. Okay, so these are the column name of the students. Now you can see the same field here. Student name, city, address, and branch. The student name, okay, city, address, branch. Suppose I want to print their education, then what will I do? It's very simple. Make the change, just add one line, that's it. I have to add education. So copy, paste, okay, and here type instead of branch, here you type entry.education, fine, and here you write education, that's it, education. And if you see the output here, this is my previous output and this is my latest output. What happened again? Online ka chakkar. Okay. Now see here, you are getting education. BTech, HSC, IIT. This is the previous output. Branch IT, CSE, mechanical. Understood the concept? What happened now? In previous code, there were 5 columns we have printed. I have added one more column of name education. I get BTech, HSC, IT. Suppose I want to add one more column. Suppose what is the column name? Experience. Okay. So let us add experience. Table header. Experience. Ending table header. And what I should do? Control C, Control V, and here I should write dot experience. That's it. Now see the miracle now. Now you have got experience. 10 years, 0 years, 20 years. And if you see the initial record, we have got same record. See, if I add one more students, suppose Babulal. Okay, this is a famous word in movie. Address Pune, suppose branch mechanical education. Okay, PhD 1 to experience 25. Okay, now Babulal is added. Now you can see Babulal record here. Okay, Babulal. Now you can see same Babulal here also immediately. See this Babulal. Understood? It's very simple concept where we are creating Django is model view template architecture. Okay, so this is the model we are defining here in model.py. Okay, and in views.py I define the views what I want to display, and in that I associate this view with the template. This is HTML file is a template where I display the record. This is a template record.html here. Are you getting it or not? Okay, I do one more thing now for understanding in more better way. I have one more model of name. Suppose I take city. Okay, I take the model of name city. So let us show one more demo to you, live demo. I hope it will work. Let us pray to God. It should work. So here, what I do? City record. Okay, equal to city dot objects dot all. That's it. Okay, and here what you have to do, you are expected. So what I do, better I comment this line so that if it will not work, we can restore our code to previous. Okay, comma, here I write city 1 2, and here my city record. Okay, now my record is stored in which variable? Tell me. My record is stored in variable of name city. Now I am passing student record as well as city record in city 1 2. Okay, that's it. Okay, now what I should do? Go to my record.html and I have to just simply copy this code, this table code. Okay, okay, fine. I think table code is already here. Oh, table, end for end of table. Okay, and here, okay, no worry, here already we have table. Good. So what I have done? I have to get city record objects now. City, there are user, city name and country. User, city name and country. Okay, so what I do now? User, city name and country. So what I take here? Here I take city name and here I type here country. Okay, and here I have stored my result in which variable? What was my variable name? Anybody can tell me? city12, city12, city12. Okay, and here what I expected to do, right? Entry1 dot What was the column name? I forgot. User, city name, country, city name. Okay, city name, and here I'm expected to write entry one dot country. Control yes. Okay. Why? Because city name and country are the column name of the city. So here that's why I added city name and country. So let us pray to God it should work. Okay. So hope it will work. Okay, good. There are no errors at all. Very good. We are fortunate. Now see the output. Wow, wow. Congratulations. Pune, India, Mumbai, India. What is this Pune, India, Mumbai, India? These are the column names or record from city. India, Mumbai, India, Pune. If I add one more country, suppose Nanded. Okay. And US. Okay. US Nanded. Now here records are there. US Nanded, India, Mumbai, India, Pune. Now if you go here, you can see this Nanded, US. Understood what happened now? Again I repeat what I have done in 2 minutes, then we finish our lecture. What I have done? In my views.py, okay, I have defined one view, and here before accessing the view, first import the views. This is the important syntax. Import the view from app. So you may have multiple apps. Try to understand. See, there are student. There is app of name student. Here I have one more app of name library. I can write here from library.models import their models, and I can write the code for that models also. Again I repeat. This is one model of name students. I have another model app of name library here. I can define models in the library, and I can write the views for the library also. So in this way I can work on multiple app. First thing. So what I have done here, I have created the view of name record. Okay, view record. Okay, in that record I have access record of 2 tables. Here you can apply filters also. Dot filter. Okay, you can write the code in multiple ways. And here, once you got the record from database, call this render function, which will call one HTML file, and we are passing to this HTML file these records. Okay, what is this? This is the dictionary, student record, city record, and I am storing that record in stud12 city12 variable. Okay, city12 stud12. And I am jumping to which file? I am jumping to record.html. Now go to the record.html, and this is the record.html, and here I am printing the record from stud12 table. What is stud12? Stud12 is this stud12. This is the dictionary attribute stud12, which contains student records. Okay. Which contains student record, stud12, okay, and these are the column names of that model. As this stud12 refers, this student refers to this student's model, so I will access all the attribute of students. Okay, these attributes: user, student name, city, address, branch, education, experience. That's why here I have written student name, city name, address, branch, education, experience. And in the same way, I have printed the record of city, city12. What is the city name, city country? These are the record from this city model. Okay. The city model होता ना, इतना आलेला है. City name, country name. Okay. So let me know anybody have any doubts. Okay, dear students, do you have any doubts? You can ask me the doubts, otherwise we can stop our lecture. I will email you this code in your GitHub, in your email account. Anybody any doubts? Okay, just take, I will spend 2 more minutes. Give me 2 more minutes. Okay, then we finish our lecture. See, this is the variable in templates. We define the variables like this. Okay, 2 times opening double curly bracket and closing curly bracket. We define the variable like my first name is first name, my last name is last name. Okay, so this is first name and this is last name. What is this first name, last name? These are the variables defined. Then next is tags surrounded by, okay, we define this in if else, if loop, for loop, if and end if. Okay, if, end if. If you see our syntax here, I have written the code. Record hello testing. See here, if user is authenticated, hello username. What is this? Okay, CSRF token is for security. We have used this. So whenever we are using if keyword, for loop, okay, we must embed that keywords in this opening bracket and closing bracket with this % sign. Okay, so this is syntax of if. And filters, I can apply the filters here. Okay, this is sufficient, I think. Writing Django templates. See, these are the syntax. If, for loop, I zoom it. If, okay, whenever you have to use if loop, if, end if. And for loop, so this is a Django template stack. These are the template tags. Okay. Then block content, I will explain this block content in next lecture. You can include the file, you can extend the existing file in my next lecture. I will tell you, and I define the templates variable with this opening times 2 times and closing 2 times. And these are some of the examples. Okay, simple variables, object variables, dictionary, list index, method calls. Okay. So you can get all these templates from this djangobook.com. This is a nice site. Okay, okay, doubts? Anybody have any doubts? And one more thing, anybody is absent in my lecture continuously, let me know. I'm going to compile the attendance so that I will adjust your attendance, because many students are facing the network problem. So if any one of you are consistently absent or could not attend my lecture, please SMS your name personally, because I am going to compile the attendance tomorrow. Your name should not be in the default list. Any doubts to anyone? Okay, thank you. I will email you this lecture in your email ID or on YouTube.